live chatters and Mad Hatters. This is Douglas George Bloch with your Depression Recovery Radio Hour with otherwise known as Pastor Doug. It is September 12th, 2021. Hi, Beach Mom. Beach Mom is a very faithful video listener, whatever. She was on my video yesterday that I just released called Why You Should Never Give Up. My most successful video in a while. I even put it down here. New video. Why you should never give up. Hello, Ismail, Jennifer, nice to see you. Claire Bear. Canary Islands, where are those? Tell me what the Canary Islands are. Kevin Wilson, you saw it, great. Sigmund Freud, known as Taco Platter, yep. Nice to see you. Carol Lee, nice to see you. Yeah, so why should we never give up, right? Why did they make that video? Well, somebody who basically saw it, like Beach Mom or Kevin Wilson, what did I say was the key principle? Why, no matter how dire the situation looks, no matter how down we are, no matter how hopeless it seems, why we should never give up. Hey, Ann, nice talking to you over the phone. West coast of Africa, wow. Must be very pretty. Shirley, you're not late. I only started two minutes ago, but I'm glad you're here. Shirley, I have some really important but sad news to share in a few minutes. I hope you're around then. And anyway, what is the principle? Hey, Taco, hope all are well. Life has been good, but gotten super at managing my thoughts and just leave them be. Or let them be, to quote the Beatles. Nice work. Yeah, when you have intrusive thoughts, just watch them go by like clouds overhead or leaves on a stream. That's what I do. So, hey, Lori, nice to see you. This too shall pass. Yeah, that's right. That's always a good one. But the essential message that I gave on yesterday's video is you never know what tomorrow may bring. Right? No one knows the future. Ellis 16, hello, beautiful Douglas, and hi to Joan and Bruce. Well, yes, I'll get to that in a minute. So, what does that mean? Like, in an instance, things can change for the better or for the worse. For example, on July 14th, 1997, I walked into a place called Living Enrichment Center. There was a support group that was created to try to help me in a suicidal depression. I walked in feeling hopeless. Little did I know that 3 days later, on my wedding anniversary, my symptoms would start to clear up. Never would have predicted it. Clever, I've been to Fuerteventura with my parents. I remember that we were been on a very windy mountain. Hey, Julie Nelson, nice to see you. Kevin Wilson. So, has anybody ever here experienced something changing that they never would have predicted, either for better or for worse? It happens all the time. Two thieves were arrested for stealing a counter. They got 6 months each. Very good. Or one thief was caught for stealing the counter. He got 12 months. Same idea. By the way, I'm working out with a personal trainer at 24 Hour Fitness. He's excellent. And he said, if you start doing lunges, that will be a big step forward. That was not my joke. Don't you love puns? Death. What about death? Yeah, you can't escape that. Yes, thank you, Claire Bear, for saying that was a good joke. So, well, I guess I should say it now. I'm going to grab my, Carol, I don't understand why suicidal thoughts are more convincing than thoughts like I want to live. Well, because when your brain is in a state of dysregulation, the negative, the pain, seems to overwhelm the sense of optimism or reality. That's just the way the suicidal brain works. However, you have to keep telling yourself you want to live over and over and over again. Eventually that will win out, because suicidal thoughts, like all other thoughts, are temporary and do not stay forever. Disconnecting from myself, it's scary. If it's scary, Kiara, you need to be reaching out for help. You need to support a family, friends, psychiatrist, counselor, therapist. the group here, but you can get through this. Have you ever had suicidal thoughts before? I've had them dozens of times, and they are not permanent. Nice to see you, Exotic Enigma. Love your name. So, Richier, nice to see you. I don't know what you meant, death, Beach Mom, but yes. Mark Twain said the only thing that is for sure, death and taxes. I'm going to walk right into this room to my left and grab my phone because I have something to show you. So don't go anywhere. Try and keep myself as busy as possible. DT Vids, well, that is one of the things that you need to do to fight off depression and anxiety. Stay occupied, stay busy, stay focused, stay productive. And that's why structure and routine are so helpful in depression recovery. Why? Because you just get up in the beginning of the day and everything's kind of laid out for you. If you're lying in bed with no structure, you're going to spiral into self-absorption and despair. So you have to have some place to go and something to do. Absolutely. That's what structure does. And keeping busy is a wonderful way of coping with not so suicidal thoughts, just low mood in general, because you're not thinking about yourself. Hi, everyone. I hope you're all having a great Sunday. Dragoon Kate, nice to see you. Start group therapy tomorrow. Exotic Enigma, who's running it? Therapist, I assume, if it's group therapy, yeah. I keep forgetting to bring my jokes, type them out here, but do I have a, yeah, I have something over here. My joke book. Felix, what should I do if I'm depressed? Hey, Thomas Dubois. Because I messed up at school and have no friends. Well, I would try to, correct what got messed up at school and try to, improve your grades or whatever. And as far as no friends, well, that's hard to, it's hard to make friends sometimes, especially during the age of COVID. But if you take classes, you meet people who have similar interests as you and you're in school. So that's one way to go about it. Going to a support group's another thing to do. Yeah. How does Moses make his tea? See, I have tea right here. He brews it. How's that? I know a guy who's addicted to brake fluid. He could stop at any time. More coming down the pike. Is the picture blurred for anyone else on my computer? I think it's that blurred. It tends to seem a little bit blurred, doesn't it? I'm not quite sure why. Maybe I need to clean it off. Well, what does that mean? I'll be right there. I'll get some spray and a little wipe. Shirley K, is that any better? Is it good to control our social media usage? Absolutely. Social media can make you very depressed. Anyway, Shirley, I hope that helps. Thompson Noboy, Felix School is probably one of the best ways to combat depression. The social support and exercise helps immensely. Oh, school, not Felix School. School, yes, absolutely. Is it good to control our social media message? Yep. Andrew M, picture is clear. Claire says exercise really helps, although strangely I made me feel a bit manic for a few days. Yeah. In some schools, kids go to class and have little social interaction. Well, that can happen. Good people are like candles. They burn themselves up to give others light. Well, hopefully they don't have to do that much. Hey, Edward Steiner, what do you call a SWAT team of alligators? Gator raid. Good one. I missed you, Eric. I mean, not Eric. Edward. Oh, speaking of NC saying I'm looking great, 4 weeks ago, this coming Tuesday, I had my hip replacement surgery. You all know how I fell down on my left hip because the bookcase collapsed. My iliopsoas is spasming, but otherwise I think I'm in good recovery. Thomas Toby, I want to know if there are people out there who can help with me one-on-one with managing depression symptoms. Yeah, like the whole mental health professional. are the people who socialize in this, specialize in this. Yeah, psychologist, therapist, social worker, counselor, coach. Yeah, there's probably millions of them. Uh, yes, I agree, Dragoon. Kate, that was very good. Gatorade. What does the houseware address? Yeah, I'm gonna do take a picture of Edward Steiner's. I like that joke. So yeah, you can find many people help you with the symptoms of depression. I'm not really sure who's running the group therapy, but I'm being controlled by a pedophile who's holding me hostage. I'm not quite sure what that means, Exotic Enigma. When you're depressed, it makes it impossible to see the light, especially when it's been longer than a year. Absolutely, it is. But remember, getting depressed is like driving through a curved tunnel. At some point, it's completely dark and you can't see the exit. But if you keep on keeping on, when going through hell, keep going, eventually you'll get to the end of the tunnel and you will see the light. Well, if that's happening, Exotic Enigma, you should tell the group therapy leader. If you feel isolated at school, you probably are more mature than the other kids. Stay strong and be yourself until they catch up. Well, that's one way to look at it. I used to buy a ticket for the lottery until I found out you could watch it for free. Very funny, Avocado Man. Is the practice of gratefulness one of the main ways to get rid of your depression? Well, it's one of many ways. Matter of fact, I don't know what I'm going to do with this thing. I gotta just put it over here. We'll just have to have other people make up the jokes. Here we are, healing from depression and anxiety. 45 different ways to practice self-care and help with your mood. And one of them right here, under spiritual connection, you can see it. It says gratitude right there. See it? Right above my finger. So there you have it. Gratitude is a very powerful tool, but look at all the other tools on this chart. If you want one, write to me at douglasbloch@gmail.com. I'll send it to you for free. And here is my Gmail address, douglasbloch@gmail.com. Yeah, I am feeling better. Nice graphic. Thank you. I had someone design it for me. It's very nice. Lovely to hear your hip surgery is healing. Yeah, most of it. I meant to ask, sometimes on depression, you forget your manners, focus on yourself and your feelings. Yeah, well, that's true. When you become depressed or anxious, you become narcissistic, you become self-absorbed. Why? Because if someone's pounding a hammer on your tooth, you get absorbed in it, right? When you're that much pain. Running definitely helps with my depression, says DT Bitch 20. Absolutely. When can I start riding my bike again? That is a $64,000 question. I have a stationary bike. My swelling in my leg has finally gone down enough that I can actually start to do stationary cycling, but I'm seeing my physical therapist on outpatient therapy first time on Wednesday. I'll ask him. I have been having home health come. Send me that. Glad you're feeling better. Well, Claire Bear, I'd love to send you that that diagram. Here it is again. Look on the other side. It says, boost your psychological immune system. Isn't that cool? Right there. Find ways to relax, spend time in nature, have fun, feed your spirit, eat well, lighten up, get moving, talk yourself up, be creative, stay connected, fake it till you make it, find ways to relax, take a deep breath, get regular sleep, find healthy ways to deal with stress, help others, get involved, stay connected. There you have it. Just email me and I'll send this to you. Paint our shields, yay! Nice to see an old timer. Avocado Man, have I ever watched Jordan Peterson's videos? Yes, all the time. Yeah, he knows a lot about psychology. Absolutely. Hey, Texas Angel. Is anyone in Florida? I think Shirley K is. All right. Well, now that most of the old timers are here, I have some very sad news to share, which has really been creating a lot of depression in me and my wife, Joan. You see this video here? That's Joan petting Bruce at the emergency hospital. He got very sick very quickly. It turned out he had heart disease, cancer, kidney failure, and he was starting to get seizures. So he was on his way out, and we had to basically relieve his suffering. It came as a complete surprise. Cats are very good at healing their pain. Bruce was with us For 8 years, he was a therapy cat, was in our groups for that time. Sit in a chair, send good vibes to everybody. He was a therapy cat. So yeah, we have lost Bruce to another realm. Whoops. And this woman who comes to live chat, become a good friend of mine, Stephanie. Look what she sent me. An angel has been called home. Isn't that beautiful? Look at that. So I guess that's a GIF or something. With deepest sympathy. So, yeah, rest in peace. I'm going to do a video called "The Life and Times of Bruce Bloch." We got to do some sort of a video, homage video, celebrating his life. Yeah, he was 13 years old, and the vet at Dove Lewis said about 13 is when they go downhill. Yeah, well, it's been really hard on Joan because Bruce would always stay out late and Joan stays up late, so she would always let him in before bedtime. That was a ritual. He slept on her pillow. It's tough losing an animal. Yeah, we're going to do some sort of tribute for Bruce. The loss of pets is what put me into my current depression. Yeah, I believe it. I did a video, and actually I did a video just about, it was prophetic, about 6 months ago, called Coping with the Loss of a Pet, which I'm going to listen to or watch. Anyway. Yeah, Coping with the Loss of a Pet. You want to take a look at it. Okay, Douglas and Joan, I'm so sorry. Yes, Bruce was an angel. I was placed on Klonopin 0.5 milligrams of panic anxiety for 20 months. My doctor says this is a low dose and needs to stop. Is that accurate? God bless me. Yeah, I was placed on Klonopin 0.5 milligrams I was on it for 6 months and I stopped without any problems. So I don't know about 20, but I would trust your doctor. It is a very low dose. He's correct, but only sometimes people react differently to different medications. So stay in touch with your doctor. Let him know what's going on. And if you do get to the point where you do taper from Klonopin, do it under his or her supervision. You can do it very, very slowly. Yes, Nicole 3180. Yes, Vern Scott, thank you. Vern Levine, I started RTMS therapy in early August. My depression score is 22. It's now 3. Wow. That's good. RTMS therapy, rapid transcranial magnetic stimulation, usually helps 30% of the people really well, and you're one of those 30%. Have I read Viktor Frankl's book, Man's Search for Meaning? Felix, yeah, about 7 or 8 times. Thank you for asking. It's one of the best books out there to deal with the meaning of life. Is there a diet that is best known to fight depression? Well, I did a video about a year ago about the anti-inflammatory diet, because depression has been linked to inflammation. By the way, if you guys could hit the like button, I don't know why, but we have about half the people we normally have here in the last 2 live chats, and yeah. Also, the video views have gone down about 50%. I have no idea, and there's no Google customer service. So keep hitting that like button. Also, any contributions would be greatly appreciated, as this is your offerings help support the channel and the editing and filming. Vernon Scott says keto is good. Yes, it's interesting because keto has saturated fats in it, which are supposed to cause inflammation. So it's very, very controversial. But different diets work for different people. I know people who've been on the ketogenic diet who says it really helps them with their depression. Although I think it's personally good for the short term, but not for the long. How are ADHD and OCD related? I have no idea. I mean, ADHD is lack of focus, and OCD is overfocus. So it seems like they're different, conditions. But again, talk to a psychiatrist. But I don't see any connection between them. But again, remind you, this is live chat is for informational purposes only, not meant to diagnose or treat any condition. Always go back to your doctor for the last word. How has the pain been? Are you recovering well? Well, the pain in the hip from the inflammation and the trauma has been slightly decreasing, but I threw out my left psoas muscle, and every now and then it catches and spasms when I try walking, and it's very, very painful. So I replace one condition with another. But I'm going to go to my outpatient physical therapy starting Wednesday, twice a week, and hopefully that'll fix things up. But I have been very, very down about that. I lost my audio. Maybe I have to log out and start over. I think you do. Avocado Man, keto is popular in America, not so much in the UK. Yes, Mirza, some people do get SAD in the winter because there's less light, and you can get light boxes. I'm going to stand up for a second because my hip really hurts when I sit down on these hard chairs. And you're not supposed to sit for more than 20 minutes anyway, risking a blood clot. So I'm going to stand up. What else can I say? I just wanted to remind you that my memoir, When Going Through Hell Don't Stop, has been put up for free on YouTube. It is now in audible.com. It's my story about how I recovered from a life-threatening depression illness through the power of prayer. And it is very, 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 I'm very grateful that happened. Lumi is a good company to buy a light box. Yeah, I used to get one from a company in Canada, but they went out of business. Yeah, light therapy every day. That's a very good thing to do. All right, I'm going to stand up. Keep chiming in. Let's check the viewership right now. Still 40. My God. I know I don't understand it, but you know, at least you guys are here, so that's a good thing. Oh, God. Exotic Enigma, I know you're suffering a lot, but the content about what you were talking about your family and history, really is not appropriate for this channel. So, just letting you know that. Hey, Paul T, nice to see you. Lady One Ranch, missed you. Oh, you mean Lazy Eye Ranch. Sorry for your recovery from the surgery. It's been so painful. Don't push yourself too hard. Sorry I missed last week. First time I missed that in a long time. Yeah, Lazy Eye Ranch, I just mentioned to the live chatters that Bruce died on Friday after a sudden downturn. He was very sick, but he didn't let us know. Purple Mattress has a chair pad that was very benefit for my sister. Do you mean a chair pad where you can actually, I want one of those things that helps you sit up in bed. Because when my feet are horizontal, I'm in bed. That's the only time I don't have any pain. So maybe I don't know what a chair pad is. Probably something you put on a chair, right? I mean, I've got them. I got pillows all over the place. I need your address. I have a present to send you. And see, I hope it's a box of chocolates. Why don't you email me and I'll give you the mailing address. So send me at douglasblog@gmail.com and I will give you the address once you email me. I realize I've had depression since my teen years. Will I be able to recover without consulting a professional? Well, it depends on how severe it is. If it's very minor, perhaps, but it's always good to consult a professional just to get a diagnosis and feedback, right? You can always go it on your own. Yes, I did lose Sweet Bruce 2 days ago, Friday, September 10th, which was ironically the anniversary of my moving to Portland. Yeah, unfortunately, life is finite, huh? I have a really close friend whose brother fell off a roof and was killed instantly, like random. He was doing some repairs. It was only one story, so you never know what tomorrow may bring, right? For good or for ill. All right, Texas Angel, thank you for reaching out to Mirza and telling her about the light box. Hey Douglas, what would you say was the most helpful to help with your depression? Social support, social contact, love and support of other people, by far. Bruce was a special cat and friend to you. We all loved him and know he was like your child. I certainly understand how it is to lose a pet, love a pet deeply, and so do many people. I mean, I've been amazed in this journey in depression recovery and making these videos, how many people, how many pets are to people like children, how the bond of people with pets is so profound and so helpful, and of course so devastating when the pet moves on. So thank you, Lazy Eye Ranch. I completely understand what you're saying. All right, 30 minutes after the hour, hit that like button. I wish Kyle Bailey were here to say smash that like button, and but please do so. That would really help. Well, I want to let you know that I'm working on an audiobook. I have 2 of them. It's called When It Hurts Too Much to Live, all about strategies for overcoming suicidal pain. It's based on my website, which, in case you haven't seen it, I'll type it up right here. Anyway, I'm very excited about it. I'm going to have the same person read it who read my memoir. And there's some very things to do, simple things to do when you are feeling that all hope is gone, that will get you to survive one more day. And that's all you need sometimes, because you never know what tomorrow may bring. That's why the Dalai Lama says, the Lama Dama, I like that. The Dalai Lama says, never give up. What are your views on psychedelics and mental health? If you don't mind sharing, well, when I was in college in 1967 and I was depressed, I took psilocybin and it really helped me. That's all I can tell you. Now, I know that they're doing research at Johns Hopkins University and at Yale and about 15 other universities around the country about using psilocybin as an adjunct to therapy, and they're getting good results. As a matter of fact, in Oregon, they just passed a law saying they were going to set up a psychology board to train people and oversee people who use psilocybin with psychotherapy. That'll start in 2 years. So evidently, the professionals in the FDA must think there's something to it. Losing a pet is heartbreaking. I lost my little corgi, Owen, about 10 years ago. I haven't gotten another one since. Yeah, well, Roy Masters, 7 minutes. Roy Masters, wow, he's an old timer, my God. Yes, meditation is wonderful. And I remember, what was Roy Masters the head of? I'm going to look it up. He's somebody I used to watch back in the 70s. Of course, this is the miracle of Google, right? You just have to go ahead and you have to go to Google. I'm assuming he's not alive right now. Who was Roy Masters? Masters. Maybe he's still alive. Yeah, he was. The Foundation for Human Understanding. Yeah, he was a hypnotist. Yeah, he died at 93. My God, just like 2 months ago. Gee, he had a good life. No, he was a very cool person. So yeah, maybe I'll check him out. Sandra Beckham, nice to see you. Can chronic pain cause depression, suicidal thoughts? You better believe it. Oh my God. I've been having it for 3 months now, or 1 month now. My brother's had it for 7 years. Yeah, chronic pain. I have to stand up. I'm sorry, there's too much pain sitting here. Why do you think cause your depression? I think family factors and poor lifestyle habits cause mine. Yeah, loss caused mine. Let me see, what are we going to do about the pain in my hip? I'm not quite sure what to do, but I'm not going to sit here anymore. Okay, I'm going to stand for a little while. I may have to cut this short. This chair is way too difficult for me unless I get a pillow, but the pillow's upstairs. Let me try something out. I'll be right back. I'm going to see about getting a different chair. might be a little better. Let's try this out. All right. Let's see what you guys have to say. I've been doing much better lately. Gave up alcohol 2 years ago. Gave up cannabis 2 months ago. I have energy. I can think clearly again. I stood up with a bunch of bullies who are now angry. Good for you. English-born American author, radio personality, business, and hypnotist. Yes, I know about Roy Masters. Yeah, well, I'm sitting on a cushion in a different chair right now, so that's helping. Douglas, have you lived alone during depressive episodes? Yes, in 1975. How was it? Shitty. I'm really worried about how I'm going to live by not getting married. Well, roommates, perhaps, and if you have a good circle of friends. I mean, there are people who aren't married who are doing okay. Samar Halabi, there you are. You need to say smash the like button. Haven't seen you. Wishing everybody a great Sunday. Let's not forget to hit the like button. Well, there you say it. You can count on that every time you show up here, right? Thank you. Why don't you sit on a pillow? That might help. I'm sitting on a pillow on a one of these roller chairs for the desk, so I am on a pillow right now. I heard people being on autism spectrum and not having that information until later in life, which causes anxiety and depression. Is this common, you think? Well, sometimes people don't get diagnosed until later in life, yeah. But thank you for the speedy recovery wish. I feel welded by the darkness of the world. Easy to do, but you basically have to just spend time in positive situations so the darkness of the world doesn't overwhelm you. Beach Mom, prayers for Noah. Noah lives in Portland. He helped me get this channel started. He's a friend. I've been trying to get a hold of him for 4 weeks since my surgery. He hasn't contacted me. Is something going on with him? Please let me know, Beach Mom. I'd really appreciate it. Have I ever had anhedonia? Yes. I have something called dysthymia, and anhedonia is part of it. Lack of enjoyment, inability to experience pleasure. Absolutely part of it. And when you're severely depressed, your anhedonia goes through the roof. So, by the way, for you moviegoers, that was the original title of Annie Hall, Woody Allen's classic movie. I live alone, not my favorite, but try to keep in touch with people. Yep, that's what you need to do. I find comfort in, he relapsed again into alcohol, I suppose. Boy, that is tough. Oh my God, I have a friend named Anne who finally beat it, and maybe she can reach out to him. Sorry, create things to look forward to. Absolutely. Very good. I find comfort in God's wonderful words and Jesus being my Lord. Yeah. Spiritual connection is a huge, huge help. You love Annie Hall. Well, it was originally called anhedonia. Yes, we understand if you have to cut live chat short, do what you need to do, brother. Yes, I probably will. This chair, I've never liked this chair. It doesn't go high up enough. I got to go spend some money and get a really good chair. I was disappointed. I spent, no, not going to work. So, I'll never get married again, says Lazy Eye Ranch, unless I feel a very unique sort of person that doesn't seem likely. I enjoy being alone mostly, but as soon as I have a car again, I'm going to join a club and volunteer. Douglas, you're such an inspiration. I can't believe what you've been through with surgery, loss of Bruce, and loss of bicycling. Yep, exactly. So, how do I stay strong? What do I do? I'm going to show you the key of my staying strong and staying sane and staying even keeled with chronic pain, loss of bike riding, and loss of Bruce. I'll be right back. This is something that I have found to be a panacea. just getting something. Okay, forget antidepressants, forget antipsychotics, forget mood stabilizers, forget everything. This is the only thing you need to know. Here it is. Yasso chocolate fudge Greek yogurt bars. Guaranteed to raise your mood in 15 seconds or less, or your money back. All you need is fudge, right? There you go. True love is hard to come by, so let's appreciate Yasso chocolate fudge bars while they last. We blended together cocoa powder with creamy frozen Greek yogurt, 6 grams of protein, 80 calories only per bar. Dessert lovers, I think we finally found the one, so dig in and use the chocolate fudge fly. You're in a safe place here. Enjoy. There you have it. Yasso chocolate bars. Yeah, they look good. And actually, you know, I'm kidding, but I'm not kidding, because what chemical in the brain does chocolate, what does chocolate stimulate in the brain, right? I'll give you a hint. It starts with D for Douglas. Yes, I love to send one of the things through the screen now. Yeah, no, this is, yeah. So tell me, this is actually serious. What does chocolate do in the brain? What does it stimulate the production of that is known to create a positive mood? Same thing when you exercise, same things when you meditate, same things when you take Wellbutrin. Dopamine, yes, Tejas, yes, Kelly, nice to see you from Texas. What a strange note, dopamine. I always think dopey. But yes, chocolate has been shown to produce dopamine. What is dopamine? It's a neurotransmitter in the brain that is connected with the pleasure center and is always used when dopamine gets increased. It sets off, brings about positive feelings. Yeah. So now, is this really basically the fountain of antidepressants, or the fountain of youth, or what is it? Panacea? Yeah, reward chemical. That's right, Avocado Man. Why do people crave like things like cocaine? Because they release tons of dopamine in the brain, which represents a reward, and you know, and yeah. So, but chocolate is a very, very, very safe way to increase dopamine. And whenever I have one of these bars, within seconds, I feel better. Now, does it last? No. Yes, Yasso bars are delicious. Thank you. Is this really a cure? No. But every now and then, when you want to break through that anhedonia, when you want to just feel good, even for like 15 seconds or 30 minutes, I find this is helpful. It does help. Yes, they are delicious. You should really try them out. Now, that being said, of course, if you have a mood disorder, you need to go see professional help and get a medication sometimes. So this is just, you know, a little thing. But when you haven't had a good feeling in ages, sometimes a moment of pleasure helps. This would be a good day to make ice cream, and I have Godiva chocolate and Heath bar chunks to stir in. I'm going to do it. Excellent. Send some to me. So, no artificial alcohols or sweeteners, good source of protein, low fat, live and active cultures. So there you have it. One last show of all you need is fudge. That was nice. I just knocked the phone off. Is Wellbutrin any good? I've been on it since my nervous breakdown. It's very good. Chocolate stimulates the dopamine in the brain, just like Wellbutrin. Absolutely. One of my doctors told me that chocolate will make my anxiety worse because of the caffeine. Oh, well, there's hardly any caffeine in chocolate, but different people have different sensitivities. I mean, if it makes your anxiety worse, don't eat it. Yeah, I would agree. But pretty mild. But you know, always, you know, listen to your doctor for sure. Serotonin is a happiness chemical. Yep, serotonin and dopamine both. Pleasure chemical, happiness chemical. 12:45. Can I last for 15 more minutes? I hope, but it would be nice for someone to hit the super chat button and make a donation. Yeah, so that's one of my secrets of staying sane. Now, oh, I guess I pushed my thing away from here. Well, here it is. Right over here, self-care activities to improve your mood. Do we have chocolate on here? What do we have here? Aha! Check this out. See above my finger? It says pleasure, right? Pleasure, pleasure, pleasure. So, but here's the paradox, or here's the catch. When people are depressed, they have the inability to experience pleasure. So how can you feel pleasure when your brain won't let you? And that is really, really tough. So you need to do anything you can, even for a moment. Hey, Stephanie, nice to see you. So that can be watching a comedy, smiling, petting a dog, petting a cat, taking a brisk walk, remembering a past time you were happy, holding your heart, anything you can do, even for like 15 seconds to give yourself a sense of pleasure and well-being. Our body has the chemicals inside, like the dopamine, like the serotonin. We have a pharmacy in our brain and in our inner chemistry that can create these good feelings. It's a matter of tapping into them. Sometimes we need external help, like medications, and sometimes we can do it ourselves. You know what really, really stimulates dopamine? Forget chocolate, right? Here's what stimulates dopamine. Unfortunately, like chocolate, it's very temporary, but boy, does it give you a high. Falling in love, huh? Yeah, I remember, hey, 17.99 pounds, very nice, thank you. And King Dukas, I haven't seen you here before. Thank you for your generosity. How do I overcome having literally no friendships along with depression? It is very, very hard, let me tell you, because depressives are introverts. Try it. Well, I don't know. Do they have meetup groups where you live? Support groups where you live? Start coming here and Red Dead Sniper, and start reaching out to people. There's an email list and a live chat, and what do they call that? WhatsApp list. Send your email to Padar Shields. I would love to fall in love again. You remember how wonderful it was? Weight Watchers has a large double fudge bar, lower in fat and sugar. You think so? This is only 80 grams of calories and like 2 or 3 grams of sugar, but I'll look for it. Hey, Mr. Douglas Bloch, I'm Tijustu from Ethiopia, and I get acquainted with you last night. Thanks for reaching out. No problem. So, I was going to answer somebody's question. Yeah, how do I overcome having no friendships? Very, very hard, but joining a club, taking a class, you can meet people there. Again, COVID has just messed up everything. Okay, maybe that is the connection, because I do have some heart problems and I'm on Metropolo. That's a beta blocker. Yeah. Wellbutrin is practically the only antidepressant these days that does not produce sexual side effects. Well, I guess that's one benefit. I forgot how to work my seatbelt in my car, then it clicked. Not too bad. I'm going to copy it. Although I love Edward Steiner's joke about, which I've already forgotten. Oh, you can remind me if you're still here, Edward. Yes, thank you, King Dukas. Very, very nice of you to be generous. And by the way, what country do you live in? Deep breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. Yes. God, I remember falling in love in my 30s. What a wonderful feeling. Hey, Texas Angel, Douglas, you think an adjustable base for your bed would be helpful for your hip? You can purchase one that has head and the rest adjustability. Guess what? I have a hospital bed in the living room. What are our thoughts on Buddhism? It's a wonderful philosophy. It's helped a lot of people. Hey, Peggy, I'm doing okay. My cat Bruce died on Friday, since you just came here late. So it's sad news, but I'm going to take this, assuming I don't fall over. This is a very heavy laptop. Okay, and here we are, everybody. Do you see it? That's an adjustable bed. It's a hospital bed that I've been sleeping on for 4 weeks. And I'm going to buy it because it's so good. See, how do we point this thing to it? I don't even know. Damn it. Oh. Can you see it? Can you see the hospital bed? Yeah. Here you go. Anyway, it has controls. See the little control panel here? Here. I'll show it to you. See this thing? If I can get it up here. There it is. It lowers and raises the bed. It lowers and raises the head, the height, and the feet. It's amazing. I don't know how I'd live without it. So, yeah. It's very inexpensive. I thought it would be thousands of dollars. It's not. A little show and tell, huh? Wow, I didn't need a cane to do that. Listening to good music helps me a lot. I love to sing and dance. Yes, that helps get the endorphins going. Yes, one day I got stuck in the store, kept walking up and down the same aisle, called a friend, she talked me through it. Absolutely. M&M, MZM, I'm a 64-year-old woman. I have had a hard time reaching out to people. I'm by myself most of the time, except for knowing the Lord. I have health problems too. Well, yeah, I know what that's like. At 72, I'm starting to have them. You're from Wales. Why was, by the way, why was Moby Dick so popular? Oh, he was the Prince of Wales. All right, anyway, yes, well, you are among friends here, M&M, M7M, 65, I'm 72. A lot of people in their 60s. I think Lazy Eye Ranch might be around 60. So you are with friends, so come back. And, oh yeah, Padar Shields, thank you for your donation. And it's pe.sheields@gmail.com to get on email list. And there it is. So write to Padar Shields, ask him to be on the email list and the chat list. Now that's adjustable, yeah. I had to show you, Texas Angel. I'm still shaky and high BP. Is that blood pressure? I'm not quite sure. Hey, RCB, nice to see you. Better late than never. All right. So M&M M7Z, I hope that helps, or M7M. Yeah, what do you call a SWAT team of alligators gator raid? Thank you again, Edward Steiner. I'm glad I saw your joke again. Every day is a battle, but now I win most days. That's because you've persevered, absolutely. All right, I think I've handled quarantine better than most because I'm so used to being alone. It's the thought of being in crowds that scares me. Well, you're the right person at the right time. So, why should we never give up? What's the main reason we should never give up? You never know what tomorrow may bring, right? I didn't think Bruce was going to die when I woke up on Thursday morning. He died on Friday, right? Really horrible. But conversely, I didn't think on Monday, July 14th, I'd be healed in 3 days either. So never give up is really, really important. Anna Scissors. Hi everyone, I'm 3 months pregnant. First trimester was difficult. I was so tired and depressed. You guys console me and tell me that I can do this. Well, so Anna Scissors is reaching out for support. She's pregnant. Of course, it's a huge life change, and hopefully you've got some support. Your partner, your doctor, all of it. But yes, people can handle difficulties. You love the whale joke, the Prince of Wales? Yeah, not mine. So, yes, human beings are amazingly resilient. We're strong. We've survived. There's 6 billion of us or more. Too many. That's why we're having fires in the West Coast. And the climate change has been absolutely horrible. Oh, the coronavirus. That's nature saying, hey, guys, too many people. too many people on the planet. You're messing up the ecology. You're messing up the oceans. You're messing up the atmosphere. You're messing up nature. Stop, 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 stop. We're going to send a virus. That'll stop you. And sure enough, the world shut down in this place, this polluted place in India. A month later, when COVID first hit, all the sky was blue. You could see everything. All the pollution was gone. Why? Because people weren't going out and driving cars. That's why. So look, I'm going to say something you'll always thank me for. And here it is. Nature bats last. Any of you ever played baseball, right? Bottom of the ninth inning, you're behind 4-3. Someone gets up and whew, hits a 2-run homer, right? That's it. 5-4, game over. The visiting team does not have a chance to catch up, right? It's done. So nature bats last. If we don't get our act together and clean up what we're doing as human beings, guess what? I mean, look at all the storms, the floods in Kentucky, people dying. Look at the floods in New York. I mean, the weather has been crazy. You can't mess with the balance of nature and not pay a price. That's my little environmental message. Anesthesia, you will adapt. Remember that your hormones are changing. You can make it through. We will cheer you on, absolutely. And I'm sure, hopefully you have like a midwife, oncologist, doctor, friends, everything. I mean, people have been giving birth since the dawn of time, right? But if you really want, some support, definitely let the women here help you. I'd love to send somebody, but I'm unable to do so due to a problem with my computer. Well, you can definitely do PayPal, right? PayPal.com. Anybody can get an address. I send something to my niece all the time. It's a wonderful thing that Elon Musk invented. You ever heard of him? So anyway, and you can just send something through PayPal, and that's my PayPal address right there. Yeah, and scissors, yes, of course. I hope you have the support around you with your friends, family, etc. Relax, God's in charge. Absolutely, Kevin. I love that, don't you? Okay, I'm getting up again. This is for Kevin Wilson. I'm not going anywhere, but I have to show him something. Here it is, Kevin. See what that says? Relax. God's in charge, even though the guy's getting eaten by a big fish. Get that schmutz off there. I can't get the schmutz off there. Well, one more time. Sorry for the schmutz. Relax. God's in charge. Surrender to your higher power. That's what they tell us to do in the 12 steps. All right. 2 minutes left. I've made it. I'm persevering. Absolutely. You live chatters, we need to stick together. Technically, I get support through chatting on a few YouTube channels where the same folks show up in comments, have a lot in common. Do we have a topic? Yes. Depression recovery. All right. Shirley K says my second Pfizer shot was February 12th, and the boosters are the only thing given to immunocompromised. A lot of breakthrough infections here. Yeah, Florida? Are you kidding me? That governor, I'm sorry, I shouldn't be political, but the governor's a moron. God bless you all. Prayers, everyone. Thank you so much. M&M, M7M, come back anytime. You'll get lots of support. The people who co-invented PayPal invented YouTube. I'm not surprised. Yeah, no. It is really important to keep on keeping on and persevering. Tough times never last, but tough people do. Fires, earthquakes, pandemic, is God pouring out signs for people to draw near to Him and read Revelation. He shows compassion through the vaccine. Thank you, Sunflower Girl. I haven't seen you in a while. Robin Hood, when one is in a vulnerable mental health state, has it been your experience that people are nicer or meaner? Well, in my case, I'm very lucky. People have been nicer. I've been very fortunate to have supportive people around me. I would not be alive if I did not, so I'm fully, fully grateful. Shirley K. RCP, I've had a rough patch, but still pursuing on. The Delta variant is massive here, so even though I'm vaccinated, there's still a risk. That's true. But I think in Florida, the governor is essentially saying, don't mandate masks, even though, yeah, it's like don't mandate seatbelts, right? Isn't it against the law not to have a seatbelt on? Last time I checked. Texas Angel, I'm single, living alone with a chronic illness as well. It is tough, but I try to connect with others through watching the same Netflix shows and discussing. Well, see, community group connection. All right, it's 1 o'clock. Any last minute donations? Just remember, your creator knows it all, says Kevin Wilson. That's right. That's wonderful. Just got your book today, Healing from Depression. I'm ready to dive in tomorrow. Tetsu Gilmer. Well, you know what? Let me know what you think of it. That would be great. You can send me a line. I hope it's helpful. Douglas Bloch at gmail.com. All right. Any last comments? Well, guess what? When I sign off, you guys continue to chat amongst yourselves for 10 minutes. Support each other. We need to make it, we need to heal in community. We need to make it together. George Washington mandated vaccines for smallpox. Wow, I did not know that. I'm named after George Washington. My middle name is George. I was born on his birthday, February 22nd, 1949. Go George Washington. Thanks for the update. Yes, Bruce passed. Bruce died 2 days ago, unfortunately. And yeah, it's been devastating, absolutely devastating. We're going to do a tribute to him. And there's Joan comforting him right before he was euthanized. You can see petting him. He had cancer, heart disease, kidney disease, and epilepsy. All came on very suddenly. And so there he is. And yes, what a sweet cat, what an evolved soul. And he was a great blessing to the planet. So thank you, TMAC0192, for your condolences. All right. You was watching football. Well, football is a very popular game in America. Yeah, well, you know, everything that is born in time dies in time, right? Please rest and don't push yourself. Thank you. Well, I am pushing myself now for the good of depression recovery. So now I'm going to go back, lie down and ice my hip. He was really sick and Doug didn't know it. They had to put him down. Why does people use the word put him down? I hate that term. You mean, what? Ugh. I don't know what it is. Euthanize, put him to sleep, compassionately end his life. But people use the word put it down. Anyway, yes. He passed in peace. That was it. You know, he was having so many, he started to have epileptic seizures, and after one of them, he was blind. I took him to the emergency room, Dove Lewis. They gave him anti-seizure medication. They made him comfortable. Joan was holding him, I was holding him, and then we gave him an overdose of anesthesia. Imagine if he had been in Asia. They said he could have lived for weeks in agony and suffering, for weeks in pain. They say in Buddhism that the last thought you think before you die can really determine your next life. Well, he was being held by Joan and very peaceful, and that was a great gift we gave him. Yes, we helped him pass over Rainbow Bridge. I don't know what the Rainbow Bridge is, but yeah. Our pets are our babies, yes, and our saviors. Sorry for your Bruce passing. My grandson, middle name is Bruce. I've lost 2 of my older dogs within 2 years. Well, that's what human beings outlive pets. And I think as a final tribute to Bruce, I'm going to show you my favorite picture of him in just a moment. And here he is. In happier times, Bruce Bloch, the Persian cat who heals depression. Sorry for the glare of the light, but you get the picture, right? All right. Love and respect, brother. You're such a humble soul. Yes, that's what Bruce was. So, take care of yourselves this week. Practice self-care. Love yourself. Forgive yourself. You've done nothing wrong to have this illness, this disease, this depression, anxiety, bipolar. You know, some people have cancer, some people have heart disease, some people have depression. Compassion, compassion, compassion. Remember, take care of yourself, love yourself, and above all, reach out for support. And yes, pets are so important to human beings. They are really important, and we've all lost animals. So good night, sweet Prince Bruce. That's a good way for me to end. And you guys can keep talking. Anyone who wants to leave a last-minute donation, feel free. And until we meet next week, I wish you the best in your mental health recovery. Adios.